Hello, all you wonderful globe-trotters. Today, we're diving into the vibrant culture of Bali, a paradise that's more than just sun, sand, and surf. This beautiful Indonesian island, known for its lush landscapes and rich traditions, is a dream destination for many. But it's important to remember that every dream comes with its own set of rules. Our journey today is all about understanding and respecting Bali's unique customs and traditions, ensuring your stay is not only enjoyable, but also respectful and considerate. This is not about scaring you off, far from it. It's about embracing and appreciating the cultural nuances that make Bali the paradise it is. From religious customs to social etiquette, from environmental responsibility to legal aspects, we're going to cover everything you need to know to avoid any potential pitfalls. So buckle up as we navigate through Bali's do's and don'ts to ensure you have the best experience possible. First stop on our journey, the realm of spirituality. Bali is steeped in a rich tapestry of religious customs, and it's crucial to respect these at all times. This enchanting island is a kaleidoscope of sacred rituals and traditions that are deeply rooted in its cultural fabric. And as visitors, it's our responsibility to tread lightly and honor them. A major point of etiquette to remember is the protocol for entering temples. It's considered deeply disrespectful for women to enter holy sites during their menstrual cycle. This is a belief shared by several cultures worldwide, and it's a practice that's stringently followed in Bali, so do bear this in mind. Next, attire is another important aspect to consider when visiting religious places. It's expected that both men and women cover their shoulders and knees as a mark of respect. Many temples provide sarongs and sashes at the entrance for visitors to wear. Remember, it's not just about conforming to the dress code, it's about showing reverence to the sanctity of these spiritual sites. Lastly, let's talk about the small, colorful baskets filled with flowers and incense sticks that you'll often see on the streets. These are offerings, known as kanang sari, made by the locals to their gods. It's easy to accidentally step on them, but do make an effort to avoid this. These offerings are a significant part of their daily rituals, and stepping on them is considered disrespectful. Each of these customs holds a sacred significance in Balinese culture. They are a testament to the island's rich heritage, a heritage that's preserved through the practice of these customs. By respecting these practices, we're not just avoiding offense, but we're also embracing the beauty of this diverse culture. So, whether it's being mindful of where we step, dressing appropriately, or observing temple etiquette, these small acts of respect contribute to a harmonious experience. They allow us to connect more deeply with the people and the culture of Bali. Remember, when in Bali, always respect the spiritual customs and traditions. It's a small gesture that goes a long way in fostering mutual respect. Moving on, let's talk about social etiquette. It's not just about saying please and thank you, there's more to it in Bali. Imagine you're at a local market, browsing through vibrant textiles and fragrant spices. You reach out to pay for your items, but suddenly, the vendor looks aghast. Why? You've just handed them money with your left hand. In Balinese culture, the left hand is considered impure, as it's traditionally used for personal hygiene. So when you're giving or receiving something, always use your right hand. It's a small detail, but it can make a world of difference in how you're perceived. Next, let's talk about the head. Now, in many cultures, a pat on the head is seen as an affectionate gesture. But in Bali, the head is considered the most sacred part of the body, housing the soul. Touching someone's head, especially a child's, is viewed as highly inappropriate. So no matter how adorable those Balinese kids are, resist the urge to ruffle their hair. Finally, let's discuss something that you might not even realize you're doing: pointing your foot. It might seem harmless, but in Bali, the feet are viewed as the lowest and therefore the dirtiest part of the body. Pointing your foot towards someone, or worse, a sacred site or object, is seen as disrespectful. So, when you're sitting down, try to tuck your feet away and avoid stepping over or on ceremonial offerings on the ground. Remember, these social norms might seem strange or even unnecessary to us, but for the Balinese people, they're an integral part of their culture and tradition. By respecting these norms, we show our appreciation for their unique culture and our commitment to being responsible visitors. So, when you're in Bali, remember these social etiquette tips to ensure you're always on your best behavior. Next, let's talk about our responsibility towards Mother Nature. Bali is a paradise that deserves our utmost care and respect. Now, you might be thinking, I'm just one person. Can my actions really make that much of a difference? The answer is a resounding yes. Every choice we make, no matter how small, can have a ripple effect on our environment. Imagine this. You're enjoying a refreshing drink on one of Bali's stunning beaches. When you're finished, you toss the plastic cup aside. It might seem like a harmless action, but that plastic cup could end up in the ocean, harming marine life or marring Bali's picturesque coastline. The simple act of disposing of your rubbish properly can help to protect Bali's exquisite environment. Let's dive a little deeper. Bali is renowned for its incredible marine life. But did you know that touching or disturbing these creatures could have serious consequences? Many marine animals, like coral, are incredibly sensitive. Even the slightest touch can cause them harm. So, while it might be tempting to reach out and touch that beautiful sea turtle or colorful coral, remember that the best way to appreciate Bali's underwater world is to look, not touch. And it's not just the marine life that needs our respect. Bali is home to a diverse range of wildlife. When exploring Bali's lush forests and national parks, it's important to remember to keep a respectful distance from the animals. Feeding or disturbing them can disrupt their natural behaviors, and can even lead to conflicts between humans and wildlife. The truth is, our actions can either help to preserve Bali's natural beauty or contribute to its destruction. It's our responsibility to make choices that are respectful of the environment. It's not just about ensuring that Bali remains a paradise for future generations to enjoy, but also about preserving the habitats of the incredible creatures that call Bali home. So, let's make a pledge to be responsible tourists and do our part to preserve Bali's stunning natural beauty. Lastly, but certainly not least, let's delve into some legal aspects you need to be aware of while in Bali. This paradise island, with its stunning beaches and vibrant culture, is not a place to take liberties with the law. Let's start with a serious one: drugs. Bali has a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to illegal substances. Whether it's possession, trafficking, or usage, the penalties are severe and can include hefty fines, long-term imprisonment, or in some cases, the death penalty. Even prescription drugs can get you into trouble if you don't have the necessary documentation. So, it's best to steer clear of any illicit substances. Next up is traffic rules. Bali's roads can be chaotic, and it's easy to think that anything goes. But that's not the case. Traffic laws are enforced, and you can be pulled over for not wearing a helmet on a scooter, not carrying an international driving permit, or even for not using your indicators. So, buckle up, wear that helmet, and always follow the rules of the road. Gambling, another big no-no. While it might be legal in your home country, in Bali, it's strictly prohibited. Engaging in any form of gambling can lead to fines and imprisonment. So, save the poker face for game night back home. And let's not forget about respecting Bali's cultural and natural heritage. Vandalizing or defacing temples, statues, or natural landmarks can lead to serious consequences. Bali takes pride in its rich cultural heritage and natural beauty, and any harm done is dealt with strictly. These legal aspects might seem daunting, but they're there for a reason: to maintain peace, order, and safety. It's all about respecting the rules and regulations of the place you're visiting. Remember, staying on the right side of the law ensures you have a safe and enjoyable Bali experience. Well, that brings us to the end of our journey through Bali's do's and don'ts. Let's take a quick breath and recap the key points we've covered today. Firstly, we explored the importance of respecting Bali's unique and vibrant religious customs. Remember to dress modestly in temples and always heed local advice. Next, we moved on to social etiquette. A friendly smile and a polite thank you can go a long way in Bali, as can understanding local customs and traditions. Thirdly, we discussed our environmental responsibility. Bali is a paradise, and it's up to us to keep it that way. Avoid single-use plastics and respect the local flora and fauna. Lastly, we touched on the legal aspects. Be sure to stay on the right side of the law and avoid any activities that could land you in hot water. So, when you're packing for your Bali adventure, don't forget to pack these tips too. Remember, A respectful traveler is always a welcome traveler. Happy travels!